People do many different things in their daily lives. But whatever they do, they still have to keep breathing. Yet they never need to make a conscious effort in order to breathe. Neither do they use their free will in order to breathe. They breathe right from the moment of their birth, even in their sleep. The brain is the command center for the whole process of respiration. A group of nerves in the brainstem and the medulla region of the brain direct the respiratory system. The nerves in the medulla send commands to the muscles surrounding the rib cage to contract for 2 seconds. As the muscles contract, the lungs fill with air. Then, the nerve signals from the medulla are cut for 3 seconds. The muscles then relax. The air in the lungs is then expelled as the muscles assume their earlier form. Directed by the medulla, breathing takes around 5 seconds. 2 seconds for inhaling, and 3 for exhaling. Under normal conditions, a healthy person breathes some 12 times a minute. Yet that figure goes up under certain circumstances. As you can see, my breathing rate has risen considerably. Yet it is not me who has decided to breathe quickly at this moment. My chest muscles are forcing me to. And I feel discomfort if I try to breathe slowly. Since I have just worked out, my tissue had a greater need for oxygen, and my brain obliged me to breathe faster. In the same way that my breathing under normal conditions is out of my control, so is the way that I am currently breathing quickly. Control of breathing is thus independent of an individual's will. When the muscles work more than under normal conditions, they consume more oxygen. As the level of oxygen in the blood falls, the level of carbon dioxide rises. Muscle cells under pressure give off lactic acid. The oxygen, carbon dioxide, and lactic acid receptors in various parts of the body become aware of this change and send warnings to the respiratory center in the brain. When the warning reaches the medulla, the respiratory neurons send commands to the chest muscles and ensure that they work faster. On the other hand, other precautions are also taken in the body. The heart starts beating faster, for instance. The skin pores are opened in order to balance the rise in body temperature and attempts to cool the body down. When pressure on the muscles is lifted, all the systems gradually return to their normal condition. The flawless, interconnected systems work and serve beyond the individual's control, will, and knowledge. Man's duty is thus to give thanks to God, who created him with such perfection, and to appreciate the artistry in his creation. In one verse of the Quran, God reveals, He is God, the Creator, the Maker, the Giver of form. To Him belong the most beautiful names. Everything in the heavens and earth glorifies Him. He is the Almighty, the All-Wise. In this film, we have examined the miracle in the respiratory system, the air conditioning system in the nose, the protective mechanism in the respiratory tract, the cilia which serve for a whole lifetime, the mucus which works alongside the cilia, the design in the windpipe, the flap which prevents you choking when you eat, the area the size of a tennis court inside your chest, the alveoli no bigger than a pinhead, the special cells within those alveoli, the red blood cells responsible for oxygen transportation, the miraculous protein hemoglobin, the attraction between oxygen and iron, and the sensitive way that attraction is balanced, the carbon dioxide transportation systems, the special nervous system which controls breathing outside the individual's volition. And we have looked at other systems which assist human beings to breathe. We have seen that these systems have been created in a flawless and perfect form. A person's taking just one single breath is a great miracle requiring gratitude to God. You have taken around 200 breaths since this film began. You will also continue to breathe long after it is over, until God claims your soul back in the same way that He gave it to you. When that day comes, when you take your last breath, you will have to account for everything you did and every blessing given to you throughout your life. People must think about this truth and give thanks to our Creator, God, who allows us to breathe and imparts countless blessings to us while there is still time and before the last breath comes. As God commands in the Quran, "Mankind, worship your Lord who created you and those before you, so that hopefully you may do your duty.